back like a crack addict. I'm back like a crack addict. Back. Sorry. I'm back like a crack addict. Like I never left, y'all. Back. Gotta make sure we're live in this motherfucker. Day 11. All right. Start reacting. Yo, today we got Voidzilla. They're laughing at us with the Jeffrey Epstein files. Let's get started.
First, the Epstein files were on Pam Body's desk. Then they didn't exist. Then they were written by the Democrats. Now they're just plain all boring. You don't want to.
And then now they're not saying. Now they're saying that never existed. Now they're boring.
There.
It's pretty boring stuff. It's sorted, but it's boring, and I don't understand why it keeps going. I think really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that.
Wasn't he the one that was spreading it for his campaign? He was saying that it was if he gets elected president, he'll release the Epstein files. Didn't he do that?
But credible information, let them give it. Anything that's credible, I would say, let them have it.
So there you hear it. Now, to some of you, the copium's going to set in. You're going to say, hey, he said the credible information, we can release it. We should release it, and we'll talk about that. But they also say in the same interview, we already released the credible information.
And the credible information's been given.
So if it's already been given, they're not going to give you more stuff. Now, funny enough, the guy next to Trump looking on and laughing as Trump says this is a big nothing burger. The only people who would deal in this kind of talk are fake news. That is Epstein's neighbor. That is
Epstein's neighbor?
Lutnick, who has a house that was next to Epstein's place. You can see him laughing here. It's even
That's weird.
been reported that Howard Lutnick's place actually literally touches Jeffrey Epstein's house. That's how close their two houses are together. That's the same guy laughing at a statement by the president that Jeffrey Epstein is boring and there's no reason to look into him. And if you do, you're a bad person.
Really only...
I ordered 200 hand-forged knives to my dorm room and built a Wix website to sell them.
Pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going.
I almost don't have words for this, to be calling it
He's lying.
Boring, to be talking about one of the world's largest predators of all time and trying to figure out who the powerful people are who are connected with this guy, especially
And now it's boring.
when the former neighbor of said predator is standing there laughing as you say that everyone interested in this case is somehow fake news or a bad person. You can see this both in property records and in public press statements at the time about Epstein's Manhattan townhouse, saying that Howard Lutnick of Cantor Fitzgerald bought the adjacent smaller townhouse owned by Lex Wexner. That's one of Epstein's famous benefactors. And in fact, Epstein owned the house that later got sold to Howard Lutnick. You can see he owns the trust that owned this house. Later,
Oh, shit.
of course, it goes to Comet Trust and then to Howard Lutnick. Supposedly, the property was sold for $10 in cash value and some other
No way.
and things. We don't know how much, just to be clear. So maybe it was a fair value price. And maybe they don't know each other. I want to be clear that Howard Lutnick denies knowing Jeffrey Epstein or being associated, so we have to get that in there.
Yeah, okay.
But the optics of this are just completely insane, and anyone who's paying attention should not expect any further disclosures from the FBI, DOJ, despite the fact that Trump is sort of about facing on this and saying, well, we can give over the legitimate files. But as we just showed, the legitimate files they're claiming they've already put out. Here's Donald Trump saying that the
made-up Democrat host
Epstein files once again are a hoax, but he also says that they can be released if credible.
And in terms of the credibility of the different things that they've seen, and I would say that, you know, these files were made up by Comey, they were made up by Obama, they were made up by the Biden, we
lying.
went through years of that with the Russia hoax, with all of the different things that we had to go through. We've gone through years of it, but she's handled it very well, and it's going to be up to her. Whatever she
Bondi's an idiot.
thinks is credible, she should release. Yeah.
So that's the second time now he's pushed it off on his attorney general to now handle. But I just don't think this is meaningful because, like I said, they've already said they've given us
They're not going to release
credible information already. I think basically they're going to kill it from here. That's my guess, especially since we did get a word from Pam Bondi about this. When asked, she basically said we're just going to defer to the memo.
Would release credible
Pam Bondi's a dumbass.
files related to Mr. Epstein. Are you prepared to do that, and when would you?
The fact that she's a, you know what?
Our memo today, our memo speaks for itself,
If
and
she
we'll
can be the president's help, I
get back to you on anything else. I haven't
dumbass.
seen all of his statements today.
So I think that shows pretty clearly that they're going to just continue barreling down this path while giving people a bone as far as making it seem like they might release something. This is a common smokescreen that we see where they will kind of bait people like, maybe we'll release something, maybe we'll release something, maybe, and then every like 12 months or something, they release something of
like nothing.
complete non-importance. The problem is when people like this control the files, anything but a full release besides the CSAM and victims' names is not going to do it. You have to, the only way to do something like this is to release all of the files.
They're not going to release the files as long as Trump's the president.
Except for those small categories, that's the only way to build back trust. But clearly that's not what's going to happen. And anyone who's paying the slightest bit of attention to what our leaders are actually saying, they are absolutely telling you they're not going to do it. They're all deferring to each other. Trump's deferring to Pam Bondi.
Pam Bondi's deferring to Trump.
Bondi's deferring to the memo. And ultimately, no one is going to be held accountable. Now, there have been some political games played with this, with the Democrats trying to get the Epstein files released. And this was actually blocked.
The House of GOP.
By people in Congress, which is just so
well, it's because they're in the list. Let's be real.
Mind-blowing to me that people would actually say no to releasing this, but they did.
Saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. No. In the opinion of the chair, the noes have it. The amendment so.
This bitch is so old. How is she still in the government? This bitch is like 90. There's got to be a term. This bitch is like 90. 80 at most. What is she doing picking our decisions for the government? She is way too old. She gonna forget what she ate. She forgot what she ate literally 2 hours ago. You gotta remind. She's probably wearing an adult diaper right now.
I will ask for a roll call.
5 yeas, 7 nays.
The amendment is not agreed to, and I think most of us believe what's appropriate will be released
Shut the fuck up, old bitch.
when it is time for the president to release it.
Well, Madam,
Thank you.
So there you see it. We're just supposed to blindly trust
The president.
that they're going to release it. Honestly, I have no faith in any of this. I think this is all political theater.
Well, no,
honestly, the people who are like, "Oh, look, it's just the Republicans." I mean, we could have released this a long time ago. To be honest, I don't trust any of these people until I see actual documents released.
I don't think we're ever gonna see those documents be released. I'm gonna be honest. I think the documents are probably gonna be end up releasing like 20 years later when everybody's dead. Trump's dead. All the hierarchies or everybody that was in the list is basically about to be die. Then they'll release it so that way, if you do want to prosecute them or you want to go do something, they're already dead or they're gonna die.
I believe this is all theater. I don't actually believe they're going to get this done. I think they could have been doing this from the very beginning. And truth be told, We've seen our government protect Jeffrey Epstein for over a decade.
For real, the government is protecting Jeffrey Epstein. Like,
It didn't start in 2019 when he died. This has been going on since the early 2000s from his first plea deal where he got a non-prosecution agreement. I mean, we have been
That's crazy.
protecting this guy. Powerful people have been protecting him for years upon years upon years, and it crosses party lines. So while, yeah, I guess it's cool that we're like making little votes like this and we get to see
But it's
like,
not cool.
people actually put the words out there, like I'm not gonna force the release because they'll tell us when they feel like it, so we can see the despicableness firsthand. I don't actually believe that politicians are gonna be the one to open this case wide open. I think it's going to be either a leaker, a hacker, somebody who
Leaker, hacker, do your work. Come on, man. Start working. We need a hacker or a leaker to start releasing those files.
was just like,
Not like, how do I say it? I'm not wanting someone to do it, but come on.
willing to YOLO on this,
YOLO
that
it.
will actually meaningfully move this case forward.
YOLO.
I
Bro, if whoever releases those files, you'll be the biggest internet celebrity. You don't even have to show your face. You'll be the biggest
I haven't seen any evidence that there is political will, besides dunking on your political opponent, to actually do anything. Because that's all we've really seen so far is people hit each other with the old, like, you're involved with Epstein. And then you go, well, hey, can you release the files? And they always say, well, we'd sure love to, but actually, no, we can't. Now, that might sound
for real.
a little doomer. I won't blame you if you get excited about the possible release of the Epstein files, but I just feel like we've been down this road before with people promising to, expose the deep state, expose the guys in power. In fact, ironically, that's the story of how we got here now, is the Trump administration was dunking on their political opponents for years, saying that, they're secretly involved with Epstein, until it was time to release the files. And then now, yeah, it was made by the Democrats. So that's where we're going to leave it. They're literally laughing at us. They're calling it boring. They're saying nothing to see here. While both people on the screen were somehow involved or linked to Jeffrey Epstein, it's beyond belief, honestly.
Nah, it's ridiculous.
And yeah, this is going to be the last time I talk about Jeffrey Epstein.
Nah, it's beyond ridiculous. Nah, this cover up is pretty crazy to me.
On the night of January.
We'll watch, what's his name? Penguin. Charlie.
5'6" funky Florida man coming at you again with a new infuriating update in the disastrous handling of the Jeffrey Epstein case here. No good news on this front, sports fans. All of us continue to wiggle our cheeks into the front row seats to blatant, evil, degenerate corruption with the most obvious cover-up of all time and unfolding right in front of our fucking faces. Today, I'm sure a lot of you saw, there was an amendment put forth that would try and force the DOJ to release the information they have on Epstein. I'm going to go ahead and immediately tackle the titties on this one up front because some new talking points have hit the influencers' desks. A bunch of these shill android homunculi are going around with the pocket watch out, trying to hypnotize the public into believing that this amendment was trying to push for something that it wasn't. They are claiming that this amendment was trying to have the DOJ release unredacted information and evidence in the Epstein case, meaning all of the victims' names and videos and shit, and basically saying that it was trying to get them to release child porn here, which is so fucking outlandish, it is lunacy. That is a load of barnacles, and yet there are a lot of people that now believe it because they didn't bother to look at it themselves at all. From all available information, as well as from the individual behind the amendment himself, this was basically just trying to get the DOJ to release the Epstein evidence and client list, which, as you might recall, is exactly what Trump promised to do. Not only Trump, but a lot of people in the administration as well, and a lot of people that ran with that as a crucial point, all of them assuring the public that if they get elected,
they will release the files. That's the first thing that they will do.
Would be something that they would release for sure because it's extremely important. Now they haven't, and they're actively denying its existence. And
then they're saying that it's not even important. It's boring. You guys won't even like it. Huh? It's boring. Why do you get to just to say like what I'm gonna say about it? Like, how are you gonna say what I'm gonna feel about it? How do you know if I'm gonna think it's boring? What if I think it's interesting? Like, what the fuck? He said it's boring in there. Like, what? What if I think it's? What if other people think it's? Like, come on.
And now the new talking point is Trump claiming that, well, the files do exist, contrary to what the DOJ and FBI said about, like, there being...
Oh, yeah, they do exist, but they don't exist.
No client list and no blackmail. Trump is saying, no, the files exist, but you can't trust them, they're fraudulent because they were written by Obama and crooked Hillary. But, in essence, you can kind of boil this amendment down to basically just wanting Trump and the administration to follow through on that promise of releasing what they said they would release. This is the flight logs, this is the client list, that kind of shit. It is not trying to force the DOJ to release unredacted videos and information of the victims.
They're not gonna release it. There's no way.
It's obviously not something that anyone is asking.
Trump's on there like probably millions of times on there,
shared with the public.
Of times.
It is disgusting, and it is a crazy deflection that they're trying to pull here. So anyway, this amendment was put in there, and it was voted on by first the House Rules Committee, where it caught the hands in the Thunderdome and got blocked.
I don't know why they don't just release it and then just redact Trump's name. And then you could later on say, well, he's the president. We had to redact his name. Just like, well, why do you gotta like, I don't know.
They took it over their knee.
There's probably more names on
and spanked its
Some
keister.
high names.
Also, I am unfamiliar with Virginia Fox
Popular
here,
names.
but she is looking like an ancient artifact here. That is
For
a
real, she's so old, bro. She's like 80 years old. Miss Fox, chairman. Who the hell? Dude, she's so old. Dude, she's 82 years old. Oh my god. How the hell? Dude, she's 82 years old. There's no fucking way, dog. How's from 2013 to 2017, and then from 2017, damn, like, fuck this bitch. I don't mean to be rude, but like, what? That's ridiculous. She's so old.
Pardon me while I go on a bit of a tangent here. It's a little unrelated to everything, but I'm just so tired of how everyone in power seems to be extraordinarily old.
That's what I'm saying! Everybody in power is so old. Like, y'all need to kick rocks. Go to the retirement home. Like, what the hell? Go home. Go fucking cook up a little wine and then heat up your dinner and go to sleep, bro. Like, what are y'all doing still in power? There needs to be like an age limit from once you're 70, you're done. Because most of these people are 70 and over, and they should be out. Like, what the fuck? Once you're 60, you're done. Fucking me. 40.
Straight out of a sarcophagus. What?
Dude, she's like bones. You can literally see right through her. She's literally bones. Her whole skin is just wrinkled, bro. She's so... She didn't even remember what she ate 3 hours ago. She's not even gonna remember what she did 2 days ago. She doesn't even know what the bill is about. She just said no. She's a child porn. All she heard was child porn. She's like, nope. Oh my god. It's, oh.
Is everyone in power here so old?
That's what I'm saying. Everybody in power is so old.
Like, Jesus Christ, she looks like every time she farts, dust comes out.
Dude, she's been here for how many decades? For like 9 decades. Over 10 decades, if you think about it. Almost over 10 decades she's been here alive. That's ridiculous. And you're still in government? Like, come on. There should be an age limit. Like, there should be an age limit. No, wow. 1 of 3 are sick over 60. See, like, once you're 60, bro, no, you should not be representing the government, bro. You should be sitting your ass down in the fucking retirement home. What the fuck you took so long?
It's not like exclusive to just like some political people here and there. It's like
It's exclusive to the old people.
a ton of them. Fucking Joe Biden was hardly ever lucid. You have to wait.
Bro, Joe Biden was so fucking old. I never understood how old. Bro was about to be 90. Bro was pushing 90 years old and we had him there. Oh, he was 82. Oh my god. He looked like 90. Shit.
An ice cream cone around his nose just to get him alert for conferences.
For real, bro couldn't even walk all the way straight.
Like, it is crazy how common it is that the people that lead us are so fucking old. Like, Trump is extremely old too. So
Trump is old. He's like, what, 79? Yep, 79. God damn, these people are old, y'all. How do you guys still like these people? Even when they're old. Like, you weren't even alive when they were, like, popping. You were alive when they were, like, semi. These people are, oh my god. All I'm gonna say is the day that these people die, it'll be the greatest day on earth. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna lose one less demon in this world.
So many of them are, and I'm really tired of that being commonplace. Anyway, though, I'll stop ranting about that. The amendment...
You can, like, come on, bro. The things that these people do are, like, devilish work. How do they not want to release the files that contain predators' names? And, like, I'm not even gonna get involved in what Trump's already done. Like, but come on.
Got blocked here. But that didn't mean that it was completely dead in the water. It then went to another vote, which was the whole House voting on it.
And they all said no.
But spoiler alert, you can probably piece together the breadcrumbs here. Didn't go so well there either.
On this vote, the yeas are 211, the nays are 210. The previous question is ordered.
But they're all old.
The question is on adoption of the resolution. Those in favor say...
Bro, these people are so fucking ridiculous. Hopefully, Gen Z, when y'all make it to government or nothing like that, we release everything. We don't give a fuck. We like the tea. Damn.
Aye.
47?
Those opposed
47?
say no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it.
R.I.P. to that. That got fucking two-pieced here today. It lost 211 to 210. Now, as I understand it, this would have been leading to
210?
a debate, at least, on the topic of the Epstein files. And it still got blocked. Even just the notion of talking deeper about the
Epstein. They're like, nah, we're not talking about that guy. Who is that guy? Mandela effect. Oh no.
files.
He doesn't
Now,
exist.
I was reading a bit from people that...
Bro, they're trying to do that fucking Men in Black bullshit when they go, pshh. They're trying to erase that shit from your mind. Like this, pshh. Like you've never existed.
been very vocal about how important this is to them.
It never happened.
Yet they came in here and still voted to block it. And from what I've read, they're saying that it was confusing in that this amendment was attached to a larger discussion and vote around cryptocurrency and legislation in regards to cryptocurrency. So some voted no because of that. I also read some of them saying that this wasn't actually a vote about the Epstein thing because it was attached to the Genius Act, which was the cryptocurrency thing. What they were voting no to was the Democrats having the House floor or something to that effect. Ultimately, though, the outcome is the same. There is
no releasing.
Not going to be a debate or deeper discussion on the Epstein files and client list as a result of this amendment or anything. It has been blocked in that regard. So whatever the reason for the no was, the outcome is that that is not going to happen, at least not from this amendment, at least not right now. Regardless, the outcome remains the same. The Epstein files remain in this limbo where for many years they had existed and were very important, and any day now it's coming, and then a week ago DOJ, FBI says it's not real, there's no list, there's no blackmail, Epstein killed himself. And now, a few days after that, the files are real, they do exist, but
they're boring.
And crooked Hillary wrote them. So it is just a huge fucking song and dance. and ultimately still getting nowhere here. Our government continues to unapologetically protect pedophiles that were incriminated in the Jeffrey Epstein case. Still, no arrests have been made, and they continue to lie about even the existence of some of this evidence. And they're hoping that eventually you'll just move on from it if they can.
Yeah, they're hoping that you just forget about it. Like, you just move on, forget about it, give it a couple weeks, don't talk about it, and then it'll be out.
Continue to downplay it and try and hypnotize you into thinking it's no big deal. Maybe eventually you'll swallow the
Like I said, they're trying to do that Men in Black
shit they feed you with a big smile on your face and be the compliant, good little drone that they want you to become. And for some people, it is working. Unfortunately, every single day, there's more and more people just wanting to bury them.
Just want to not shut up.
And move on from it. But I also think there's a large number of people that can see right through this garbage and see just how corrupt this is.
Just a very quick briefing, and in terms of the credibility of the different things that they've seen, and I would say that, you know, these files were made up by Comey, they were made up by Obama, they were made up by the Biden, we went through years of that.
In this legendary space MMO.
Great honor to have the Prime Minister and the Crown Prince of Bahrain. That's a fancy two titles, I want to tell you. I don't know if I'd rather be the Prime Minister or the Crown Prince. I think I'd take the Crown Prince. And very importantly, your son, your beautiful son, who has a great reputation, you know that.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Great reputation as a smart, hardworking guy, so it's good to say hello to you. Congratulations. We've had a tremendous mother who's living and well and doing easy because we had to fix up the
or if you're back considering firing Jerome Powell, and what's your justification if you're thinking about this to do this?
Too late. He's always been too late, hence his nickname, Too Late. He should have cut interest rates a long time ago. Europe has cut them 10 times in the short period of time, and we cut them none. The only time he cut them was just before the election to try and help. Comically, that Biden put him in and extended him, but they did. So, no, we're not planning on doing anything. We're very concerned.
At the end of the day, that Scott Bessent, you're so happy with him at Treasury that, you know, he's not your top option to replace Jerome Powell whenever that may be, whenever you decide.
You add that with the tariffs and everything else. It only takes one good mind. It doesn't take 5,000. Maybe the Wharton School of Finance. The two of us got it right. 69 people, including Powell, got it wrong. You know, there could be something to that, but I think he's not doing a good job. He's got a very easy job to do. You know what he has to do? Lower interest rates.
That you are going to fire him? Have you drafted a letter?
I haven't drafted a letter.
So you didn't show a letter to Republican?
Mr. President. Thank you for taking the question, sir. You were in Pennsylvania yesterday. You unveiled $92 billion worth of investments. One of those jumped out, though, $15 billion in Homer City to build the largest natural gas power plant ever. I was at the rally where you told
rebuilding it, and it's going to be the largest.
Actually, for each of you, so for the Crown Prince, are you planning on taking any of the Patriot missiles that you're going to receive from the United States and divert those to help Ukraine?
We have no current plans, as we have an operational requirement inside Bahrain to keep them there for the present time.
He's got plenty of them, too.
And Mr. President, on the fentanyl bill,
they're wonderful. They're wonderful pieces of kit.
They work very well because of the fentanyl. But They want to do something. We'll see what happens.
Mr. President, I know.
Thank you, Mr. President. An American from Tampa was beaten to death. He was killed by Israeli settlers in the West Bank. His family.
They're reporting that tomorrow. We have a meeting on it. They're going to be reporting that to me. Yeah.
Do you think that the Gulf area now is more secure? And
You said this was all a hoax. Has your Attorney General told you this was a hoax? What evidence have you
No,
seen
it's
of
not
that?
the Attorney General, no. And then we bombed the hell out of their various places. We're in no rush, but if they group, it started, actually, look at the Steele dossier. That turned out to be a total hoax. Yeah.
Mr. President, I know you want to move past all this intrigue over the Epstein files, but I do want to ask you to clarify something you said this morning. You said this was all a hoax. Has your Attorney General told you this was a hoax? What evidence have you
No,
seen
it's
of
not
that?
the Attorney General, no. I know it's a hoax. It's started by Democrats. It's been run by the Democrats for 4 years. You had Christopher Wray and these characters and Comey before him. And it's a bad group. It started, actually, look at the Steele dossier. That turned out to be a total hoax. The 51 agents, the intelligence, so-called intelligence agents, it was a hoax. It's all been a big hoax. It's perpetrated by the Democrats. And some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net. And so they try and do the Democrats' work. The Democrats are good for nothing other than these hoaxes. They're bad for policy. They're bad for picking candidates that can get elected. Like in New York, we have a communist running. He may get elected too, actually, but he'll destroy the city. No, it's I call it the Epstein hoax. It takes a lot of time and effort. Instead of talking about the great achievements, we've had a great gentleman. Yesterday, as you know, went on CNBC and he made the statement that Trump may go down as the greatest president of all in the United States. And instead of talking about the things we've achieved, we've had tremendous achievement. They're wasting their time with a guy who obviously had some very serious problems, who died 3-4 years ago. I'd rather talk about the success we have with the economy, the best we've ever had, and all of the things we've done, including the Middle East. I mean, you see it. Instead, they want to talk about the Epstein hoax. And the sad part is it's people that are really doing the Democrats' work. They're stupid people. Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. President,
there's lots of reports coming into this meeting that you planned on firing Fed Chair Jay Powell. Markets
Is that
reacted.
right? Those are reports, but they're not true.
So what would be useful to know, are you committed to picking someone from...
I want to have parks, rooftop parks, and everything. First is a big day. Okay.
So, Mark, do you think the stock market in record territory today following the election results? Here's a look.
Winners of the day, Elon Musk's Tesla, banks, and Bitcoin.
I will govern by a simple motto: promises made, promises kept.
Let's look at some of those campaign promises and what it could mean for the economy.
President-elect Trump wants to extend all the individual income and estate tax cuts from the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. A series of targeted tax breaks, which includes eliminating federal taxes on tips, Social Security benefits, and overtime pay. Then either 10 or 20% tariffs on every import coming into the U.S., and as much as 60% on all Chinese imports.
Former President Trump has suggested that somehow if you were to apply all these tariffs, that would be if
Yeah, no video. They took it out. Okay.
With the Russia hoax, with all of the different things that we had to go through, we've gone through years of it, but she's handled it very well, and it's going to be up to her. Whatever she thinks is credible, she should release, yeah.
They think you're a fucking bumbling moron. They think you are stupid. It is unbelievable how little they think of your intelligence to be trying to pull shit like this. Trump continues to try and assure everyone that, well, I guess the files are definitely real now because Trump keeps talking about them, but don't trust them. They are altered. They're fraudulent because they were written by Obama
and Hillary.
And, you know, the whole crew there, the Democrats. It was all part of this big hoax. Which if you just, I'm begging, if you please just think for a couple of seconds, if that was the case, if these files were all bogus baloney, why wouldn't they have used it as a weapon against Trump and conservatives in general? Why would they engineer this big fraudulent list and then not use it? And also themselves bury it. And pardon me for being a little bold here, but I'd like to plant a little seed in people's noodles. The Democrats have had ample opportunity to also make the Epstein investigation, the files and client list, a priority to release to the public and actually try and hold these criminals accountable. They
didn't do it
had
either.
years to do this. Why didn't they pursue it when Biden was in office? The only explanation would be that there are powerful people in that party that are also guilty and incriminated in those files. So this has been something that's been a real hot potato that neither political party has really wanted to grip onto. Neither one of them have wanted to, like, actually, you know, dive deeper into the Epstein case.
No what will happen. No what will happen, that's why. They would get Let's go to Maya Bryant. Oh, call her daddy. There we go.
Still looking for a new job?
I just found out my dad's sister's husband is golfing buddies with the CEO of a great company. So
Studio, you.
Dude, we got a Maya from Love Island season 7. Call me Scribe, Garner K, Jordan Will Mill.
Just won Love Island.
Shout out to her for winning.
How the fuck are you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling so overwhelmed with gratitude. It's nothing but positive feelings, but I really do feel seen and validated.
Truly, like, America.
We got you, girl. We got you.
Fell in love with you, and you became
Maya Papaya.
a fan favorite, like, pretty quickly early on. But did you feel that way in the villa, Amaya?
Girl, we were all so isolated.
Yeah.
And it really got to the point where I felt so misunderstood. And I'm like, wait, is there something wrong with me? Like, what am I doing wrong?
Aww.
Because in the real world, when you're feeling like that, you could easily just block someone. But while being there, you have to, like, be around certain situations. So
do you usually block people?
I'm
Oh yeah, for sure, we can tell. She's the blocker type. That we can tell, Maya. Oh. She said, yep, I'll block you. Yeah, we can tell.
Person who'd be like, okay, you know what, bye.
Block.
Sound block.
You're heavy on the block.
I'm heavy on the block, girl. I probably have so many people blocked that I don't even remember why. Maybe they didn't like the way my cat looked, and I'm like, you know what, block.
Wait, you have cats?
Yes.
How many? I didn't know if you were talking about your cat or your kitty cat.
Oh,
wait, how many cats do you have?
I have 2.
Eat that kitty in the highway.
Oh, Romeo. And Luna.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed. We, first of all, have to talk about the sweats.
I love
Sensitive Gangsta.
Sensitive Gangsta.
Made in honor of you. Can you explain to me, like, what is the story behind you calling yourself a sensitive gangsta? Because that literally is, like, the most viral fucking thing.
That's crazy. Okay.
Nah, they gotta give her money for that. That's crazy. They took her shit.
So, sensitive
You the LLC that.
So just someone who's very in touch with their feelings and isn't afraid to emote. Is that the right word?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
To just show it. And gangster is just like, okay, these tears, don't let them fool you, baby. I'll cry while still holding my own toes down. Like, I'm still very grounded, but I'll probably just be crying in the process of standing up for myself.
Okay, that's literally the perfect definition. Someone changed that in the fucking dictionary. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Brooklyn.
God.
Shout out to Biggie.
How would you
Shout out to Biggie.
describe yourself as a kid?
I would definitely say I was a kid who would literally just follow people in the park and be like, hi. And then my favorite thing to do in the swings was to make the swings. You know when you tie the swings
Oh,
up?
yeah, and you go around.
I'll just be there like, yeah, it's like getting so dizzy. But I definitely used to always like just, even if the conversations didn't include me, guess what? I'm inserting myself into a sandwich. Like, hi.
Amaya, I'm obsessed with you. Okay, who was your celebrity crush growing up?
My celebrity crush growing up, I would definitely say, I have a few.
Okay,
Oh
name
my
them.
god, damn.
I would definitely say Jacob Elordi.
Oh.
Yes, especially when he played Nate.
Ooh.
I was like, oh.
Okay, he was like I love how you're saying specifically when he played Nate. That's like a little.
Yeah.
Do you like a bad boy?
No. We did not like Nate. We just like how he looked as Nate. We do not stand with Nate, okay? Oh my god.
I love the clarification.
Yeah.
Okay, what superlative do you think you would have gotten in high school?
What's that?
It's for real.
You know, a superlative is like you would have been like the class clown. You were made to be famous. You were the most talkative. You would have been known to live in your mom's basement for the rest of your life. You were going to be a professional singer. Like, what do you
Yeah.
think people would have labeled you as?
Okay, I would definitely say most talkative. Like, to
Oh,
the
for sure.
point where
Not
sometimes
to
the
be rude,
teachers
she's cool though.
would have to like make me sit outside the room. They're like, but shut the fuck up. But God forbid I want to yap. I'm a yapper.
I love that for you.
Big yapper.
Okay, what made you want to become a nurse?
So I definitely just the caring side, and I'm a big empath. And I also just felt like I definitely do want to take my education more up. Like I want to go back to school for my PhD so I could eventually become a professor for nursing students. But yeah, I was just like, when it came down to making the decision of what career path I wanted to go, there was no question. I was like, Nurse Amaya, cute and caring.
I'm dying. I would imagine, I think all of us would be so happy if we got you as our nurse.
No, for real. She's so nice.
Watching you walk in and smile. Like, I thought about that. Like, when do you think you're going to go back? Are you going to go back to work?
I definitely do see myself still becoming a nurse. But the thing is, it's like, with my patients, I'm such a bit, like, girl, if my patients are crying, I'll probably shed a tear and just be there for them. Because you have to keep in mind that I'm with people on their worst day, like when they're feeling sick. So I want to be the person, the sunshine of their rainy day. Yeah.
I'm fucking obsessed with you. Okay, if you're going out with your girlfriends in New York, what are you doing? What's like your dream night out plans?
Girl, first of all, I love a girl's night out, okay? Dressing up in heels, going to a truffle pasta restaurant. But yeah, so it definitely will be all of us dressing up in heels, going to a nice restaurant, and going to a lounge. Like, I love a speakeasy. I love a dynamic like this where we're able to actually hear each other compared to like, girl, what you said? What did he do?
That's so real. You're like, I can't hear one fucking thing. You're just nodding, pretending you know what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, what was your longest term relationship?
My longest term was my first boyfriend. We were together for almost 4 to 5 years, 16 to 21.
Damn.
God, why did it end?
Affairs.
No.
And like him being unfaithful. And after a while, like a girl there's a reason why my standards are the way they are now. Because sometimes you have to just go through some shit. So like, girl, a laxative was taken for real. I went through some shit, okay? So now I am who I am now.
That's actually hilarious.
No, seriously.
Wait.
Explosive diarrhea.
Wait, what?
How did you find out? I'm sorry, I'm not laughing about you getting cheated on. I'm laughing at you saying explosive diarrhea. How did you find out that he cheated?
I mean, there would be girls DMing me to let me know. Sometimes your girl went through the phone. I'm traumatized with the phone now. I'm like, please turn it away.
Dude.
But yeah. Mm-hmm.
And how, after you found, like, how did you have the courage to end it? Because I'm assuming you saw like a couple things, and then how did you know you needed to put an end to it?
At a certain point when behavior just weren't changing.
Yeah.
Like, and then it started to make me feel like I needed to question myself. And like, am I pretty enough? And like, what is there wrong with me? But babe, there's never nothing wrong with you. You're just with the wrong person.
Facts. What do you think it's like to date you?
I really do think it's very entertaining to date me. I'm always saying like the most randomest things ever. But I am definitely like a very nice girl. Like, I definitely want to, after a long day, babe, tell me about your day. Like, I want to listen to you and make sure that you feel seen and cared for.
Do you have a type?
You know what? Like, of course, like, I want to be attracted to someone, but it's the personality that would make me more attracted to someone. So once that personality and I start seeing certain colors, I'm like, where's my exit out?
Yeah.
And then on to the next.
Personality starts first. If you could create a dream man, what would he be like? What would he look like? And what would he do for work?
Okay, so I would say he definitely has to be taller than me, which isn't that hard to find. Your girl's only like 5'3", but definitely like I like somebody over 6 feet. I like somebody who's tatted.
6, every typical girl.
That tattoo, like I feel like tattoos is another way of somebody like expressing their creative style. Like I find that beautiful, and a strong man, but not too strong. Like, you know, like somebody who, I don't like the whole, like, can you, like, looks like they're about to pop sometimes. Like,
so fucking
strong,
real.
but not that strong.
Right.
Yeah.
Where, like, you literally, like, go to the gym 5 times a day.
Yeah.
Like, chill.
Like, chill.
Okay, what is your biggest turnoff?
My biggest turnoff is men speaking badly about other women. Like, seriously. Especially if they're always, like, talking bad about your ex. Babe, was she really the problem, or were you the problem?
Call Her Daddy is brought to you by Plus Gang. So
shout out T-Mobile.
Do not off to a random try at T-Mobile.
Taking her away for her birthday actually in Curacao. So it was just like a very me, mommy and daughter moment. And then I get the phone call and they're like, yeah, so you're definitely coming. And I'm like, what? Like, this is insane. My mom didn't even know what Love Island was or is. So I was just like, listen, there's some scenes that you might have to turn your head away for. But girl, I'm excited to like do the show,
be out there.
The whole experience.
Did you apply or did they find you?
So they did find me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they sent me a DM. So yeah.
What?
They slid in your DMs.
They slid in the DMs. It go down in the DMs.
Wait, and Amaya, were you a fan of Love Island?
So I never watched a full season.
Okay.
But I feel like once you watch enough TikTok clips, you feel like you know everything that's going on. So I was definitely the one on TikTok like, oh, wait, he did what? Like, I was so invested.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, it is like a full commitment to actually watch a full season.
Yeah.
You watch like 30-something, 40 hours of your life is gone, but it's worth it. Trust me, it was worth it. Okay, most contestants, I feel like, have their family or their friends take over their social media while they're gone. You had nobody in your accounts. Why?
To be honest, that was just the last thing I thought or cared about. Like, I honestly really did not care like for doing that. I was like, you know what, let me just go and just really indulge in the whole experience. Like, you know, it was just like, it didn't cross my mind.
Which makes, I think, a lot of people love you even more, because I think they're like, okay, this bitch never was in it for the clout.
Oh, hell to the no. Like, literally, I was like, once they took my phone away, I'm like, okay, Mom, I'm not getting kidnapped.
You're like more worried married like mom. So it's called Love Island. One more time. I'm gonna be over here in Fiji if you need to contact me. Bye.
See me on the TV.
Were your friends aware of how big the show is? Like, were they excited for you?
Yeah, so my best friend especially, she was like, girl, oh my God, this is amazing. But I also was single for the first time in a very long time, like for more than a year. And I felt like really confident in myself. So it was a good place of solitude and just me being okay by myself. So then that's when I was like, okay, I'm definitely ready to start dating, you know?
It's a pretty good way to start dating again.
Yeah.
For real, it was a pretty good way.
You come into the villa as a motherfucking bombshell.
Grenades.
Girl.
A good grenade.
A good grenade. Wait, let's clarify. Yes, a good grenade. But like, Amaya, you have to explain to me, how the fuck would you hype yourself up right before you walk out and have to like make out with all these guys and go into this challenge?
Well, first of all, that is the first time I ever done something like that. My sherry definitely was popped. But like seriously, it was just self-affirmations every day. Like I was so nervous. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I was you got this, you got this, you got this. So yeah, I was just hyping my own self up and just telling myself, do not fall, do not do anything too crazy, but definitely just go all in.
Are you able to like take a shot before you go out, or you're dead
Take a shot.
sober?
Girl, I am sober as hell. Like I had to do all of that sober.
That's wild.
No tequila, no Don Julio Acapulco. Like
No
it
Don
was
Julio Acapulco.
really just me doing me. Yeah.
Raw dogging it.
Raw dogging it. No condoms.
Fuck. That's why like I have so much respect for all of you women in these challenges, because I'm like, oh my God, I would have to get into a serious fucking place in my head to go twerk on someone and make out with like 5 guys and be dead ass sober.
Seriously.
Okay, how much do the bombshells get to watch before you go in? Like, were you aware of who was coupled up with who at that point?
So I was able to watch like a clip of some scenes, but not the full gist of it. And especially since I got on like early on in the beginning, I think it was like day 3 for me or day 4. I only got to see the beginning. So I didn't really see like how serious certain dynamics were at the time. Very clueless.
Okay, you come in. Who do you immediately have your eye on?
Ooh.
Jeremiah with his symmetrical
she said it.
face. He has such a symmetrical face. Like
I never thought about it like that.
He really does.
So do you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, I have a bad ear here that I'm hiding away.
Stop, you literally did your hair today.
That's what I was like, wait, hold on. There's a reason why this side is always getting the side that's pooped.
That's why we put her in this chair today. We didn't switch because we love her left ear, not the right ear. Wait, I'm dead. Okay, so immediately you were attracted to Jeremiah because his symmetrical face.
Yes, I was like, oh, this man is tall, like, very symmetrical, he's handsome.
I'm fucking dying. Okay, did you feel like you were able at all to like connect with him in that moment because of how kind of serious like Huda and Jeremiah were in the beginning?
Yeah, I mean, it was a very good smooch. And I was like, okay, let me see what happens from here on out.
Huda was pissed.
I'm like really down to conversate with him, but we also don't beg, okay, baby? I'm a jogger, but we don't be chasing for these men out here. So once I just wanted to see how the conversations would go, and if it was just going left, I would have been like, all right, thank you, next.
Obsessed. Your first real then connection was with Ace, and bitch, that
shit was funny.
Not last fucking long. That was like in and out real fucking quick.
Dude, and then now burgers outside. You already know, baby. We were in and then out. Like,
dude, it was so quick. It was like, oh my God, why do you think it fell apart so quickly?
Boundaries and babe, like, okay, no, but to be fair, to be serious, it's just like, that's the whole point of the experience. The more
they just didn't mesh.
the money, you see if there's a real connection there, and if you and this person, what is the word? Compliment each other?
Yeah.
Like compatible.
Yeah, compatible.
Yeah. So it turned out that, girl, like, we were just not compatible in a romantic way. We were just.
No, yeah. It almost felt like not even compatible. It was like he, in the beginning, I think a lot of people on the internet were like, oh my God, this man is giving like he really doesn't fuck with you. And it was
For
all
real.
of you
And he's the one that picked you.
saying, like, calling him babe. just babe. It did not fuck with him. Like, why do you think that bothered him so much?
I mean, to be honest with you, like, to each their own. Everybody has their own boundaries. However, it was just like, that's really part of my lingo. And I know he did ask the question of, like, do you usually call your partners babe or something like that? And I just gradually said yes. I was like, yeah, but, like, I guess he thought I was being disrespectful when I'm not going to change who I am or change the way I speak. So, like, it's really hard to not have a normal conversation with you because
she just automatically speaks like that.
now I feel like I have to think about everything I say.
Totally. You want to be yourself, and if it doesn't work for someone, you're getting the fuck out.
Exactly.
Done. Throughout this season, I feel like a huge conversation online was Ace was kind of like really criticized for trying to be like the leader of the villa. How did you guys feel in the villa? Like, did he feel like this big leader, or was that kind of just like portrayed online differently?
That's a good question.
To be honest with you, like, Ace just has a very, like, strong personality.
He does have a big personality.
And he's the type of person that if he feels a type of way, he would definitely speak up on
let
it.
it be known.
So I think that's what it was more about, like, compared to some other people. They were very quiet or more of a follower, or, like, you know, well, not like a follower essentially, but
I get it. Like, not as outspoken and like speaking up about certain things that are upsetting him. Do you think, because I think, like, I even felt this way watching it, like, do you think there was any part of Ace that voted out Jeremiah because he kind of saw him as like this threat of like, man,
for sure,
to man, like, I'm kind of competing with this person?
Yeah. So I was trying to get, like, you know, the tea during the villa of, like, wait, what's going on? Like, what's the beef? Like, why is there like a back and forth between him and Jeremiah? But the guys just personally, from what they said, they felt as if Jeremiah was just it wasn't there for the right reasons.
There was
I don't get how he wasn't there for the right reasons when every connection he was exploring, it was connecting. And then you guys would say, no, you're not here for the right reasons. How are you not here for the right reasons? He was connecting with Huda, but you guys got upset. I got upset too, but that was toxic. And then he connected with Andrina, and y'all didn't like that.
Rumor online that Ace and Shelly
I don't get that Ace shit.
secretly been dating before going on the show.
Oh, for sure.
We know they met and they acknowledged that, but people were like convinced there was something more outside of the villa.
But Shelly said that she knew Amaya too.
What was your take on that whole thing?
To be honest with you, I believed Shelly when she said that her and Ace like definitely like met outside of the club once. But from what it seemed like, it didn't really seem like they really knew much of each other like before that. I guess it was just that one interaction, probably sliding in the DMs once again, that goes down in the DMs, but I don't think they were like dating.
So it didn't feel like they were playing a game?
No.
And can you clarify, like, because I think maybe it was like Jeremiah or Ace or someone said this on Impress, like a bunch of you kind of low-key knew each other from social
Shelly
media. Is that fair to say?
So it's so funny because I knew of Shelly before going into the villa. We worked with the same photographer before, so he would always post their content, and I'm like, oh wait, like I would hype her up. She's a gorgeous woman. So going into the villa, keep in mind, me and her have never hung out before. I was like, are you Slim Thin? Like, girl, I know you. Like, we follow each other. So we knew of each other. And yeah, it wasn't like.
Okay. So she was the only person you knew of?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Okay. There was a lot of speculation. Can you confirm? Is Ace actually 5'10"?
Ace is not 5'10", dog. Look at her face. No, he's not.
Man, I'm really bad with height.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'3". 5'3".
So
he was barely taller than her.
Taller than you?
Yes, he was taller than me.
But shorter than Huda?
No.
Wait, how tall?
Wait,
how tall
is 5'2"?
Wait, she is?
Yeah.
Online it says Huda is 5'9".
No, she is not. She is nowhere near 5'9".
Okay, so maybe
She said she was nowhere near 5'9".
It's like 5'8".
5'8", yeah.
5'8".
5'8".
Okay, so maybe he's like 5'8".
5'8", yeah.
5'8".
5'8".
Okay. Coming in as a bombshell obviously can put women on edge. What was it like? Like, was it hard for you to make friends immediately?
You know, I would have to say the first couple of days were tough a little bit, you know, just coming in as a bombshell, like you said, people could be uneasy with that, or sometimes they already are in a couple. So it's kind of like you're taking away their quote unquote man or boo. So yeah, I remembered like the first couple of nights where I was sleeping, I like cried myself to sleep, and then somebody in the bedroom was like, "Is someone crying?" And I'm like,
sad.
"No, it's just my allergies, bro."
No.
God forbid a girl has allergies. I was like in the bed, like just crying in bed, and then somebody was like, "Who is doing that?" And I'm like, "Oh, bro, it's just allergies." Waking up with my face
that's so sad.
so puffy, because I'm just sensitive, like honestly, like, and obviously, like after a while, it didn't feel like that like anymore. But especially with the argument between Ace and I, and how I was probably portrayed, it was just like, damn, man, like I'll just go to my corner and be my own best friend.
Dude, that makes me so sad for you. I wish I could have like hugged you while you're like sniffling. That makes me so sad. I think a big moment, obviously I know you and Hood are in a good place now, but when you first came into the villa, the tensions were high. And were you surprised at all by her reaction with the Jeremiah thing and you at all?
Like surprised in a way. It was like, damn, like she really has strong feelings for him. You know, like, and I would always stand up for myself. So I don't think to be like confrontational or anything like that, but I definitely will hold my own ground. But just seeing how serious they were, I was like, damn, like, okay, you could, like, that's yours.
That's yours.
Yeah.
That's yours.
Saw her venting about you to the other girl, saying, quote, "That bitch is fucking messy." Did you know that?
No.
So after the challenge and you guys like kissing, she talked to the girls and was like, "That bitch is fucking messy." Did she ever say anything to you about your situation with Jeremiah or no?
No, not really. I mean, I remember one time we were getting dressed in a dressing room, and this was like day 2 for me, and the girls were just asking me like, "Who are you going to talk to?" So then I like slowly named the guys, and there was like a mic drop moment where I was like, "And I'm gonna talk to Jeremiah."
Does she not know?
And then I just like looked at her straight in her face, because she was like sitting on the floor doing her makeup to like see like what she'll say, and she was like, "You can talk to him, you can explore him." So, man, I like messy, baby. We cleaned up that mess. Where's the broom? The broom was in the corner waiting for me.
I think a lot of people thought, like, especially online, because we're not in the rooms with you guys, thought like, wow, Huda is intimidating. Like, we saw there was a moment with Nick where he was like, "I'm so intimidated by you." Like, when you are in Huda's presence, like, is she intimidating? Like, what's the vibe?
Girl, she is the funniest girl I have ever met. Like, the nicest girl. Very motherly, you know? She is a great mommy. So she just has that very nurturing side to her. And I know we did start it off in a rocky place, but girl, sometimes the great friendships are like starts from that. And eventually with time, it just was clear that we were really misunderstood, me and her, which made us bond to each other even more. Like like if we just felt like nobody really understood how deep we are with our feelings, so we just bonded off of that, like going on forward.
That makes sense, because I feel like a lot of watching of the villa, like you can tell there's certain people that gravitate towards each other. And I agree. I felt like you and Huda weren't that close in the beginning, but towards the end, you guys, even if we see like a shot of you guys behind whoever they're like filming, you guys are together talking, eating together. Like, you guys kind of really got together, but I didn't know why, and that makes a lot of sense, because you guys had kind of similar situations in a way.
Sure.
Okay, we have to talk about another one of the biggest conversations online. was what the fuck went down in the heart rate challenge.
Oh
Amaya, everyone is like, did Huda take it too far? None of us were there. We couldn't see the angle. Do you think she took it too far with Ace?
I mean, listen, whenever we do challenges, we just really go all in. Like, we don't have a TV, we don't have our phones. This is our entertainment. Like, we're like, okay, we're in an amusement park. Let's just go for the ride. So, seriously. And listen, one thing about my girl is she's a great dancer. She knows how to, when she shakes that booty, it's an earthquake following through. So, I believe that she really just had fun and you lost in the moment, like lost in the sauce. Like, she's just having fun.
Yeah. She's twerking. It's all going down.
I definitely don't think like she should have been like attacked or.
Because I think
it's just a challenge. It's just a challenge. It's just a challenge.
It's just a challenge. Until is it not a challenge? What's happening? I think what happened, because you guys don't get to see the edits that we watch, was like she got on top of him, and then basically why there was this conspiracy theory was we see her flip around, her ass is in his face, and then the next shot. It's cut and she's like getting up. So everyone is convinced that she put her ass in his face. Can you confirm or deny?
My mouth was to the floor watching the whole performance. I was also mesmerized by the booty. I was like, damn, there's a lot going on. I think it was definitely like a face down, ass
to face.
Jiggly, like.
Do you think Shelly was in the right for being upset, or was it taken too far?
I would have to say I kind of a little like get Shelly's point in a way, like, okay, I guess you guys are having the strongest connection currently. But since you guys aren't officially closed off yet.
Exactly.
Then it's like fair game.
Facts.
Fair game.
Okay, I need to know, back to when I had asked you earlier, did you guys get to take shots? Is there music playing in this heart rate challenge, or is it dead fucking silent?
We listened to the same song for like,
no,
I think 2 to 3 times.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, can you play it for me and like sing it?
Girl, it was Nicki Minaj, Starships.
No.
Yes, let's shut this down.
Okay, wait, at least it's Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
I thought it was about to be fucking elevator music.
Oh, no. Oh my God, that would have been so, that would have been so funny. I think I would have not been able to take it serious.
It's like do-do-do-do-do, and you're like, shake that ass. Okay, that makes me feel better that it's Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Like, at least that's like kind of a fucking vibe.
Yeah.
Okay, after the heart rate challenge, it felt like a lot of the women's relationships kind of turned in the villa because things got
for sure
really contentious. Like,
yeah.
Did you feel the change in the villa with the women after that challenge?
I definitely did feel like there was tension, especially after the whole Hella situation.
Yeah.
Like, it was tense for a couple days.
Ask, like, did you feel like the villa was cliquey? Like, were there specific cliques?
I feel like we tried our best to interact with everybody, but I definitely would have to say like there's people who gravitated to each other more, just like the way I gravitated to Huda, like naturally,
Before Huda, and like who else do you think you were closest with?
I would have to say me and Alandria have a great friendship. I remember like when the whole Ace Babe situation happened, I really did isolate myself. I was spending the whole day like crying, and she was really one of the main girls, just consoling in me and also making sure that my feelings are validated and I wasn't being like too much, So I would definitely say her.
Yeah, I feel like Alandria like was so good at having really like calm, thoughtful conversations with the girls, and she was kind of sometimes like a grounding force where she would show up for someone even if she wasn't as close with them.
Yes.
Like obviously she like was ride or die for Shelly, and they were best friends, which is beautiful, but like she did put herself out there in moments because when she saw a girl was kind of down bad.
Yes.
AKA you in that moment.
100%.
Okay, you came in with Hannah, and the other girls ultimately sent her home during one of the voting sessions.
Yeah.
I know you weren't in those conversations because you were also up on the chopping block.
Yeah.
But why do you think, looking back, they made that decision?
Man, that was a really tough night. And everybody knows, like, Hannah, my bombshell sister, we both came in together. So it was like, damn, like, it was really insane. But from their point of view, they just wanted they said that she already formed 2 strong connections.
Oh yeah, that's what they said to her.
Before, and that she will like get sometimes tunnel vision like with the guy that she's currently in a couple with, and in regards to like not being as open. So they said that they wanted to keep me so I could have the opportunity to still possibly find my connection, which thank God I did. And with Iris, they said that they kept Iris because she just started to get to know TJ or something like that. Yeah.
Yep. Do you? I think a lot.
Wait, was it TJ or
I think it was
Jeremiah? It was one of the
one
guys.
of them at that point. Yeah. But like, what do you think about that? Because I think this season, was the first season that people were kind of being like penalized for having strong connections, and then people were like voting people off that had strong
that was stupid
connections, which I thought was the whole point of the show. But then the minute people had strong connections, people were like, okay, well then you're done, get off the island. Like, did
For real.
It kind of was confusing. Like, did you guys have conversations more in depth that maybe we didn't see about like the way you guys were gonna approach it?
So when it came down to every elimination, like everybody had a different standpoints in regards to how they want to go about it. They said that it relays more on the people who are standing up there and what's going on with that. But we all did discuss that if no one's officially closed off, we should be open. And if like that's not a conversation that was brought up, they would just we all just agreed to staying open until anyone is officially closed off.
Okay, so I see. So it's like if you're not closed off, but you're acting closed off, then you're what's going on here?
Yes.
Because it's like then close off. So we're like, wow, you guys are in a relationship. This is beautiful. But if you're saying you're still open, but you're not actually fucking talking to people, then what's the deal?
Yeah, that's exactly the whole point.
Okay.
Because then it gets messy, it gets weird. Because and then you guys are acting closed off. So if a girl was to approach the guy that you're currently in a couple with, it will start some whole drama for her. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, out of the guys in the villa, who would you say was your closest friend?
You know, me and Nick didn't really talk to each other at the beginning as much, but towards the end, Nicolata really became my brother. Like, he is such my brother. Like,
have you seen the rumor that he wore a wig the whole season?
No way.
Goodbye. Are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
Yo, what?
There is like a shot.
That is hilarious. I need to tell him this. This is hilarious.
There is like a shot of the girls' dressing room. And in front of one of the girls, you kind of see this like curly little bundle. And it looks kind of like Nick's head. And everyone's like, was that motherfucker putting a wig on this entire fucking season?
No way.
I mean, there's no way.
There's no baby. I'm gonna double verify tonight. I'm gonna put, tuck on his hair,
Nikki.
But no, he just has good curls.
Okay, that's so good. Okay, let's talk about your next connection, Austin.
Yes.
Okay, can you describe your time with him in 3 words?
Man, explosive. I would definitely say ecstatic, and then towards the end, surprising.
I really love you. Okay, you guys were coupled up right before Casa more.
Yeah.
Going into Casa, like, how much was Austin on your mind once you started exploring things with Zach?
So, literally before I left to Casa Amor, me and Austin had a slight conversation of him wanting to take things slow and in a slower pace. And baby, we were already moving slow. No, like seriously, we wouldn't kiss outside of the challenges. We weren't really cuddling with each other. Every conversation we had was very just meaningful. So I'm like, moving slow. Babe, we're already in turtle speed. Like, this is gonna be this is gonna take up I was just confused. So with him saying that to me, going into Casa Amor, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to just be open, you know?
You get into Casa Amor. Why do you think Zach ended up choosing you over Alondria at the Casa recoupling?
So during that time, from what he explained to me, he felt like we have more of a romantic connection. And in regards to him being with Olandria, he felt like it was more platonic. So that's what he told me.
Okay. Olandria was given a chance to stay in the villa by recoupling with Nick. How did you feel about the connection? Did you
That's so stupid.
feel like it was genuine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Like,
Okay.
especially with how they were in the villa prior to that, I feel like they definitely already had that friendship
That
connection
was not genuine.
to begin with. So and then moving on forward, I know that him and her had smooches. So I'm like, okay, like I definitely love them together as a couple.
Okay, we need to talk about the Standing on Business challenge. Hidden Valley Ranch. Crying again. I'm gonna girl. Okay, we need to talk about the Standing on Business challenge. Girl.
Sensitive gangster might come out. Hold on.
She's about to start crying again. I'm gonna fucking cry for you. When you walked up to your mailbox, what were you expecting to see on your end?
I mean, I just really did. I was hoping that people would just be honest with me prior to that, because there was a lot of things I found out that night about how people felt that never once said it to my face. So with me, I'm not like that. I usually just say things to people how I feel. I don't wait for a challenge to do so. But I was preparing myself for the worst because of how things
were going on
out, especially in the first days.
Ace, Austin, and Zach all ganged up on you in this
For real.
moment. And as a viewer, it was like, Amaya, it was so uncomfortable and upsetting to watch.
For real.
Especially just like as a woman, like woman to woman, I was like, somebody fucking go save this girl. How did it feel in that moment standing up there alone?
Oh my God. And plus, people were ready, not necessarily complaining, but just say I cried too much. So it's like, damn, how can
Taylor cries too much.
I not cry right now? It was a really, really tough moment for me, to be honest with you. Like, to just be on that podium and having nobody but myself at that moment. I'm like, you know what? I just really, it's on my plate. I'm going to eat up and digest the food. And guess what? Thank you for spilling the tea on how it really feels. But it really did. I was blacking out. Like,
I can imagine like completely just dissociating in that moment, because you're like, just stand here, try not to cry, try not to cry. Okay, I'm crying. Try to hold it together. Try to hold it together. Have you ever experienced anything like that situation in your real life ever?
To be honest, no. Because, like, once again, like, I'm able to walk away and, like, block someone when I feel like there's a conversation is just leading to something horrible. But at that moment, I really just needed to embrace it and just stand on business, you know? And on top of that, I had no idea Zach felt that way. And that was the person I was
They literally just talked right before then.
Me in the couple with. So out of everybody, I was like, okay, at least I have somebody to stand up for me, but it was not him at all.
Okay, during the challenge, yes, the guys were basically accusing you of coming on too strong and being too much too soon. To have 3 men all be collectively saying that to you, like, why do you think all of them were that triggered by you?
For real.
I mean, my father loves to say that a strong, confident woman, especially a woman who's in touch with her emotions, would intimidate the cowards and people who are not vulnerable and open like that. So it's just more like,
true.
I never understood the coming off too strong part, because I never groped anybody. I swear that I was like, I started to get so scared of how I felt like I was walking on eggshells. If I looked at somebody for too long, it was just like, yeah, bro, she wants to get married with me the next day.
Nah.
We never spoke about marriage or kids talk. I never groped anybody. Like, they just really started to make me feel like I was just doing too much.
Right. So you're like, I'm not even gonna make eye contact with you.
Right.
Like,
Can I make eye contact with anybody? Or like me, my pinky toe touching their pinky toe is sex to them? And like, keep in mind, guys, we're on Love Island.
No, for real.
Supposed to be I thought this was a kiss and dating show. And I can't even have my shoulder touching you now, bro. Like, seriously.
It's so facts. I was like, what is going on?
Like, I thought I was going crazy. I'm like,
yeah.
Did I not know what I signed up for? Like,
Nah, you weren't going crazy.
I know I'm a very open sexual girl and love her smooches, but nobody wanted smooches there with anybody.
I will say I lost so much respect for all three of those men in that moment.
Me
too, because I think there's one moment, yes, to voice your opinion.
Yeah.
But when you start to gang up on someone who is just standing there and getting
like attacked, and you know they're getting attacked, and you just add on to it. Come on, bro.
From every angle, like, read the room. Guess what? You're going to be on this island for a long time. You can have this conversation privately.
Hard.
But to publicly try to embarrass you, it just was so inappropriate. Throughout the season, you stood up for other women, but no one stood up for you in that moment.
I know, I hated that.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know if it was just more of them letting the conversation just be done and be finished. But yeah, it was just like me, particularly, especially like me, like at that moment. But I remember when I walked off, Hala and another Islander, I think it was Ciara.
Yeah.
I think it was,
He came in to comfort me for a little bit, but no, it was my voice.
Ciara just wanted screen time.
It's three guys, and baby, this voice was loud. Okay,
what do you wish someone of the girls just would have said?
All right, guys, like, take it easy. Like, calm down. Just calm down. It was really tough. But I'm telling you, like, out of this whole experience, my skin is so thicker now. Thicker than raw beef, okay? Like, or it's burnt beef. Like, this skin is tough now, baby.
Wait, Amaya, if you actually, like, now thinking back, like, why do you think no one stood up for you?
Maybe they felt the same way, or maybe they just didn't want to get involved. Probably, I think that's what it was. They didn't want to probably get involved in the crossfire that was happening. But though
that's true.
And the bullets like boom, boom, baby, I was KO.
She was taking bullets.
I had to walk away. I was game on. I was like, what the fuck? What the fucky is going on?
Had roles been reversed and you were sitting and one of your girls was up there literally like verbally getting the shit beaten,
Maya would have stood up like that
out of her. What would you have said?
I would have. They would have heard me from across.
Exactly. I already know.
The room. I would have been like, actually, no, I have a question. Like, you're not going to be speaking to anybody like that, especially not one of my girls.
Okay, you mentioned, and let's get to it, someone did stand up for you and speak up for you in that moment. Mr. Brian, how did that change the way that you saw him?
I mean, like, initially, I always thought he was very cute, very, very handsome. But just hearing his voice, because I thought it was just, like, arguments and people just attacking me. And to the point where one moment I put my head down, I wasn't looking up. And then I heard him say, wait, hold on. And I looked up and I was like, my eyes just glowed. And I really did feel like he was my knight in armor that night, like just saving me. And after that, I did a double take, baby girl. I was like, what? Brian, you know what? I need to talk to you. Come over here.
You're like, Brian, I bet if I kind of grazed toes with you, you would be turned on, okay? And you wouldn't think I'm trying to fuck you, though. We could have a nice conversation.
Right.
Because you're a grown-ass man. Okay, what made you realize after, like, initial attraction and loving that he stood up for you, what made you realize you wanted to be in a couple with Brian?
So after the conversations just kept on being so flowy, and I felt like I was being my complete self around him without feeling tamed and without feeling like my wings are being clipped off. Like, it really just felt so natural. And I also felt like we had a lot of things in common. We come from the same background. So he, like, really do understands me in a different way, you know? So, yeah, it really started off, like, from that.
Okay, how did the night in the hideaway help strengthen your connection?
Keep that, kitty. Eat that
and
kitty.
honey.
Oh, baby
Eat
girl,
that kitty
it
in
was
the hideaway.
steamy, all right. We were sweating. Like, it really was a great feeling to just have that private and intimate moment. Because, like, back in the villa, yes, you're able to have private conversations, but there's still people around. And, like, that just forced us to really be just us two. And, like, if we didn't want to conversate with each other, we have somebody else to conversate with. But now it was like, no, we actually do want to talk to each other. Like, we love talking to each other and being next to each other. And the next morning, before like heading back, I remember just sitting down by the jacuzzi with him, and we were just quiet. Like, it was beauty in the silence. Like, I really did feel like I found my best friend, where I could yap away, or where we're having our quiet moments. It's like one of the best quality times with him.
That makes me so happy for you, because I relate to you, and like, I'm a yapper too.
Yeah.
I love talking and I could talk forever, but when you find someone that you can be so comfortable with, that silence isn't awkward, and you can just be still and yourself, that's a huge sign of like progress in a relationship, that you don't have to do the small talk. Okay, I have to ask, did he end up eating the kitty in the hideaway?
I did. Didn't he say it?
Eat that kitty in the hideaway. I said, eat that kitty. Well, he definitely took some advice. We had a great night.
You had a good time.
Yeah.
Did you feel like your physical chemistry was there?
Oh, 100%.
Love that for you. Okay, how often, aside from now the hideaway, like how often were people actually like hooking up and fucking in the main room?
Oh shit.
Dude, well, I don't know if it's like you guys caught on, but we did have a code word, journey. And it kind of traumatizes me now. Like, when somebody outside be like, oh, a journey, I'm like, how dare you? Clutching my pearls. But, like, if we had a code name, but people were having journeys, so for sure.
And was it at all ever, like, awkward while you're all trying to go to bed and you're hearing, like, smacking noises?
Like, dude, I'm like, can I sleep? We already don't get enough rest around here. But you know what's, like... As you should, baby girl.
Do you guys have sound machines or like earplugs?
The earplugs were not plugging. Like, listen, seriously, those were low quality earplugs, because we were so able to like hear things. And I'm like, dude, okay. Especially if there's a couple right next to you.
I'm fucking dying. One of the biggest major turning points of the season that I think the internet truly felt, so I want to hear your take on it, was when America voted you as the most genuine and most trustworthy Islander.
Yeah.
As viewers, we felt like we watched everyone almost shift and kind of treat you really differently.
I know.
Amaya, like after that moment, did you feel the shift?
I felt the shift a little bit.
Hella shift.
For sure. I mean, it was just like, okay, now you want to talk to me? Like,
period.
You know, your girl be clocking it. We didn't have no watches over there, but baby, I clock certain tea. And it's like, don't talk to me now. I'm okay. School over here, like.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like one of the things that was actually infuriating me personally was
Ace was all nice now.
Seeing Zach literally tell you that he was basically like disturbed that you tried to kiss him.
Dude.
And then he's trying to climb up on that fucking daybed with you, being like, honey.
Girl, I was so confused. Somebody find me a map because I'm lost. Like, what the fuck? I mean, like, no, seriously. I was confused. He's a grown man. He couldn't tell me no. He kissed me. We were kissing back in Casa Amor. That's why it was
I know you could have said no.
Uncomfortable. Like, what?
Right,
That's a strong word.
You literally came at me at the fire pit during the challenge. You're saying how uncomfortable you are around me. You don't want to be with me. You don't like me.
Yes.
And then America is like, by the way, motherfuckers, let us remind you who the fuck is the favorite, since none of you know.
Yeah.
We put you at number one, and everyone, you see Ace's face, and he literally...
For Ace is like, I wouldn't have done that.
Like,
ha ha. Ha.
And everyone is like, oh my God, Ace and Zach specifically, it was like, let's watch you two try to figure out how to rearrange this narrative in your head. And let's see. And I was praying to fucking God you saw through Zach's bullshit.
Oh, I saw, girl.
Okay, good.
I don't have 20/20 vision, but I have 20/20 vision at that moment, okay? It was like, dude, why are you trying to talk to me now? And then also, I feel like when the guys were like ranking me, it definitely was just projection. Like, they didn't have I'm like, name the reason. Like, name an example. No examples were being able to made. Like,
Like,
that's
they just don't like you.
so interesting.
Yeah, it was just projection.
You don't need to name names, but like, did you feel some of the women also kind of be a little bit nicer?
Some, yeah.
Yeah. We don't need to throw shade, but like, we don't even need
We've
you to name
seen
it because as viewers, we clocked
Shelly Segura.
it, and I was like, Amaya, you better fucking stand on business now and remember who the fuck you are.
Period.
But I will say, I think again why America fell in love with you, Amaya, is because you can tell how genuine you are. The fact that you didn't tell that fucking Zach ass to be like, babe, we're done. Like, I know what game you're playing. You were still sweet to him.
Yeah.
You still even fucking apologized to him. I was gonna be like, Amaya,
girl,
no. You apologized to him.
Dude.
And Ace, I was like, girl, I have to
I know,
just
that
give
made
you
me so mad.
your flowers for a second, but also remind women, like, I think sometimes we are the first people to apologize in moments because we want to make situations just feel like, let's just appease people and let's make it easy and let's not make it awkward. But it's like, why did you speak to both of them that way?
Yeah.
Because they were disrespectful.
I
and
know, they were the disrespect.
You to the point that you then had to go back and defend yourself.
Yes.
And then you're being the one that feels like you have to apologize first.
Yeah.
Bitch, fucking no.
Girl,
no.
no, exactly.
No.
Seriously.
Another huge moment. There were so many fucking huge moments. I love how people are like, I don't know about this season. Like, how many big fucking moments? We can't even get through enough. And I still have so much more to talk to you about. Okay. A huge moment this season was when Sierra abruptly left.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
The villa.
Yeah.
Can you talk to me just from your perspective as an Islander, what went down?
Dude, like literally we all started the morning together and then out of nowhere she did disappear and we all were just asking where was Sierra. Like I remember asking, I was like, do you guys know where Sierra went? And then same thing with Nick. I was like, Nick, like, where's Sierra? We all genuinely did not know. So we did not get the chance to say goodbye. We weren't able to see her pack her bags. It literally just
They packed their bags for her and they're like, we got you, don't even worry. Your bags are packed, go to the hotel, you're done.
in a flash of an eye. It felt like very unreal, like in a way. Like, what is going on?
Where were you guys when she clearly went and packed her bags?
We were all in a villa. Like, we literally were all just hanging out.
You were like outside?
Outside.
Okay.
And she was gone. Like, literally gone.
Now knowing, I have to ask, like, why she left, how do you feel about it?
I definitely do think words matter and everyone should be respected, you know? So, like, I just hope that, like, she learns from her consequences, which, you know, she is a grown woman. So, like, hopefully moving on forward, it's just like, this should not be repeated, you know?
Yeah. Okay, we're going to play a game. Okay, I'm going to give you a scenario and you tell me the first Islander that comes to mind. Okay. Who gave the best advice?
Best advice, first Islander. I would say Olandria.
Okay. Which Islander crashed out the hardest?
Huda.
It's myself, Huda.
Who was the fakest?
Ooh, a fakest.
Ace.
Man, Austin, Boston, because listen, where did this information come from, Austin? Shit.
Which guy was the best kisser?
Ooh, Brian.
Whose clothes did you steal the most?
Ciara's.
Which couple had the most sex in the group room?
Oh my God. Damn. Okay, wait. Helen and Jeremiah when they were together. Ha. Dude.
Whose elimination made you the saddest?
Oh my God, Charlie.
Which couple has the best chance of making it in the outside world besides you and Brian?
I would have to say Olandria and Nick.
Really?
No way.
Yeah. Because Iris and Pepe, I don't know. Like, I like nothing against like their relationship. I love them together. But Alandria and Nick families spoke about cookouts already and inviting each other's over to their household. So I really do think that they're going to.
I don't think so.
Be a good couple.
Call Her Daddy is brought to you by.
Dang, brought to you by a lot of.
I love you. I love you too.
So happy together. So happy together. So happy together.
In public. Not in public, but it was in the bathroom.
What was going on?
We made sure that we didn't touch anything. Like, I touched the wall because I needed to stabilize myself. But we made sure that it was clean, okay? Literally, we went to CVS. I needed to buy some candy. And then we had one smooch. And then he was like, do you want to go to the bathroom? I'm like, okay. I guess it was exciting. It made it more exciting.
A CVS fuck. We love that.
Santa Claus, please bring me Christmas presents. I promise I wasn't that naughty.
Nolly.
Okay, what is the most
Nolly.
unhinged thing you have ever done after a breakup?
Unhinged means like
you went a little crazy.
Dude. Fuck. There's a lot of moments. Let me think. Brain loading.
Damn.
Oh, I think I called my ex-boyfriend's mom, and I'm like, how dare you raise a son like this?
No way.
And I'm
That's
like,
so good. When you call the mom,
I called the mom, baby. I usually always get my boyfriends at the times mom's phone number. But yeah, I'm like, wait, no, mama, sit down. We have to have a talk, okay? What in the world? Where went wrong? Was there any childhood situation that made him like this? What is it?
That's so real. Put it on the mother. It's now your problem to take your fucking son, your bitch ass son back. I'm done with his ass.
Right.
Okay, what is the craziest thing someone's ever asked you to do in bed?
In bed? To suck their toes. Ew. Guys, sorry, but ew, I'm never sucking a man's toes. What? First of all, they don't even have that much good of a self-care, usually. And now you want me to suck your toes? Are they even washed? And, guys, let me show you this moment. I went to Miami, 2 years ago, and I was on a jet ski with someone, and I looked down, and he had the longest pinky toenail ever.
Ew.
I swear on my baby sisters, I got scared. I was like, I don't know if he used that like, as a weapon. Like, if somebody's coming to attack him, he'll like just slice somebody with the pinky toenail. But girl, it was long and strong. And ever since then, I kind of do have a little bit of an ache when it comes down to guys' toes.
Wait, were you hooking up with this man on the jet ski?
We were just on the jet ski, right? And we were supposed to hook up. But when I tell you, I was like, girl, bring me back to shore right now. This is not okay. How the fuck you fit your feet in the sneakers? Seriously?
That's
With
crazy.
the long toenail, it was like this. I had so much questions.
Wait, Amaya, when someone asked you to suck their toes, what did you say to them?
Oh, hell no. I'm like, don't ruin the moment right now, my love. Like, everything's going smooth, like butter, and now you're going to come here with the kitchen knife and just slice me up. Like, hello, calm down. No, relax, my guy.
What is the most embarrassing thing you've ever done during a night of drinking?
Dude, oh my God. Guys, this was when I was like 21. Too much margaritas, just started drinking. Your girl started freestyling, rapping on a date. And keep in mind...
Wait, what?
I started to freestyle rap on a date on our way back home.